The futures were down, heavily last night. The NASDAQ was down about 2.5%, down about 300 points, and the Dow was down about 500. And then I walk in today and the Dow's down 20, and European markets are up. So I think this Ukraine thing, we're going to hear good news and then bad news, and it's going to buffet the markets. I think it's somewhat of a secondary thing to my mind. There are trends underway. The Fed, is the real story. And we'll have to see. I mean, I came in heavily short IGV. I also bought some Dow puts. So the Dow is trading about down 120 right now. And the Qs are basically trading unchanged. I don't know really what to make of this thing. Kind of unsettling to me. I thought that we were going to gap and go down heavily. But on the other hand, Bitcoin is crashing. We've got Coinbase down $9. I put out a suggestion in the Elite last week to get short Coinbase above, I think, 189, and now it's trading around 180. And so I think you're looking like you're going to get a crash in the cryptos. Bitcoin's trading around $36,000, $37,000. There's a neckline that comes in around 31,000, and I don't know if you guys are trading coin, but let me just pull up a chart here. To my mind, this thing's going to get just really taken to pieces. So I don't know if you guys trade cryptos, but even if you don't, there are a bunch of derivative stocks that, to my mind, you could get short based on what it looks like is, happening in. So in Bitcoin, you kind of have this head and shoulders here. And this whole thing is, to my mind, a looming very big double top. So the first run here, then you had another run. And so there is a neckline right around this 31,000, call it $30,000. And you can see we're not too, far away from it here. 36,000 or whatever, 37 and a half at the last count. So, if we go to this neckline, then I think, you've got a particular problem. If you measure this neckline to the top, 31,000 to 65,000, that's $34,000. And let's say you just take, half that measurement. Usually it's a little bit more. So 17,000, and subtract it off this, you come to much lower prices on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin looks like it's going back to 10,000 or below. We'll see if it can hold here. The last time it looked like it was going to break, and then it caught a bid. So it's, always a chance that, you reach certain, support levels and you go higher. We did that in gold. But I don't know, cryptos look very ominous. If we start taking out these lower levels, 33, 31, I think you're going to go much lower. So, I don't see how these indexes go higher. I mean, yes, I'm surprised that they were able to recover the rally overnight. But to me, it's not a question of, if, but when these things go down. So these are the Qs. And the problem right now is that you're in a bit of a tough area. You've got to get through some historic, resistance areas right where we are. Call it 335, all the way down to, I think this is around 333 was the January 28th low. And all the way up here, I said that low was not going to hold. So it looks like I may eventually be right. But in the meantime, there's, once you get into these areas, there's all kinds of, opportunities for that. But to my mind, I would use any significant rally to, get short. I just don't see how this thing goes higher. And that's what happened on Friday. These things were coming down. I was short, started getting out of a bunch of my shorts, and then they put on like a 5-point rally, went from 339 to 344, you know, in like 10 minutes. And I started buying the Dow puts on that rally, you know, for this week. So, you know, to my mind, there's just this looming, very big, ominous looking head and shoulders. We actually haven't even taken out the neckline yet. So, you know, we haven't even started. So that neckline will be, you know, if it takes out that low, goes down to about 328, that to my mind would just start confirming this thing, which then makes this just a very ominous long-term, you know, topping formation. You know, people are talking about kind of a normal correction in a bull market. I don't know, man, this looks more. You know, so if you take this measurement from the neckline, call it 330 to 405, what's that, 75, and then peel whatever, 60 off this, you know, I think you're going down to 270, 250, even 230 on the Qs. So that's a, you know, monster move lower. And that's what it's looking like. Now, you know, it's always a possibility we hit this thing and, you know, find some friendly support. I don't see it, but, you know, so these things look very ominous. You know, the one thing that I've been focusing on is this IGV. To me, this is, you know, ahead of the markets. This has been kind of projecting, I think, where the rest of the market is. This is all technology. And so technology led us up. And, you know, if technology starts coming apart, I think, you know, people will start getting, you know, very worried. I think Amazon's down $20 right now. And you're starting to see Microsoft start rolling over. So this has got a very clear, you know, pattern. So even when we were rallying here, to me, this is what I was, you know, referring to. You know, so I got short into this rally. I shorted more for the month ahead now. So the next series of options in IGV expires a month from now. So you got a long time to sit in these things. And, you know, I bought a nice strike price, the 320s. We're not too far away. And now I've got a month now to sit and see how this thing does. So, you know, you also have this ascending broadening pattern that this has been tracing out, another bear pattern. So you've got two very bearish price patterns, you know, and I like the fact that you broke out, you retest. And now when you know, come in, if you break it now, you know, this thing's just got nowhere to go. So, you know, what this ascending broadening triangle says to us is that this is coming back to the beginning.
So you can see, yeah, 45, it's 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So pop out a profit for 118,000 there.
So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market just going nuts.
I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.